Tartata Shri Srimad His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai Nitai Gaur Premanand. All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga, all glories to His Divine Grace. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschantya Deshatari.
Music from Baya. Somebody else one for you. Open the phone down.
Did we forget we have one?
Thank you. I have one.
Hare Krishna. I believe you all know already for the past few months. How many of you know the Pancha Tattva mantra? Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. It's called the Pancha Tattva. So we do that on the Guru Beat. This is the Guru Beat. We hold it on this finger and say Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Okay. There is a technique of chanting. How many of you do mantra chanting at home? Any other mantra somebody chants? कोई और मंत्र कोई chant करते हैं? Any other mantras? What mantra do you do? Gayatri mantra. Okay. From when do you do the Gayatri mantra?
Don't remember, more than 15 years.
From your childhood?
Yeah.
Are you initiated on the Gayatri mantra?
Yeah.
You have been done with Upanayana?
No. Upanayana, yeah. Munja, that's what called. Yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm from Maharashtra, Pune.
Oh, Maharashtra.
Yeah.
So it happened during your Upanayana, the Gayatri?
Yeah.
Okay. But you do that in the mind. Gayatri has to be chanted in the mind. You don't chant Gayatri loudly. But I mean loudly. Any mantra that you chant audibly. Gayatri is not chanted audibly. Don't hear Anuradha Podwal's singing on the internet. T-series. Anyone? Any other mantra? Thank you, brother. Any other mantra? Somebody chant? Like. Anyways, see, mantra, manastrayate iti mantra. You have all heard from Nam Sankirtan Prabhu. Mantra is a very interesting facet of life because from which time immemorial our rishis have taught us how to do. And this mantra is very, very special because this is a Vaidika mantra. This is a mantra from Kali Sankarana Upanishad. For mantra, you need to have two things. You need to have the basic thing is you should be able to speak. One can do this mantra in the mind also, but when you chant loudly, there is a benefit. And then when you chant together with devotees, there is an additional benefit. And when you have chanting synchronously, when you pronounce the syllables clearly and eloquently, there is advantage. So shall we do it? So I'll just chant one mantra, and you can hear it is chanted like this. You hold the beat. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You may wonder why it's not chanted a little slowly. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You can chant like that as well. But while doing that, our mind deceives us. Our mind will go for a long walk when you chant so slow. So when you're driving, when you increase your speed to 100, all of a sudden your focus also increases. Have you observed that? So in the same way, it should not be too fast, it should not be too slow. So it should be the correct speed where you can chant properly, pronounce the syllables properly, but at the same time be focused. Huh? So I'll chant in the microphone so that you can focus the speed. So let's, okay? And it should not take more than, ideally devotees chant, they take about 7 or 8 minutes to chant 16 mantras, 16 malas, one mala, that's 108 mantras, 108, but we will try, okay? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Apologies. I will give you another tip. The tip is you have to coordinate your breathing. If your breathing is not proper, your chanting will also not be proper. So it's also good for your breathing technique and your lungs also. So you take a deep breath and chant at least 2 mantras in one breath. At least. Devotees chant up to 4 in one breath. But here we will keep it simple. We will chant one, maybe if you can't, then do 1 mantra in one breath. And then take a deep breath between 2 mantras. Yeah? Let's start. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Bhavati Swapadantikam. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Haraye Paramatmane Pranatah Kleshanashaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna. So welcome all of you again to this evening of a very auspicious month. It's called the Kartik month. All of you are aware that it's a Kartik month. Kartik. Vaishnavas measure Kartik from Purnima to Purnima, full moon to full moon, not from Amavas to Amavas. This is the lunar calendar. Today, Nam Sankirtan Prabhu and Madhavananda Prabhu and Shailendra Prabhu has advised me that we can speak something which is very significant. So how many of you were here attending these sessions from the beginning?
All of you, Jai Hind. Okay, I'll ask a simple question. Okay, how many of you are from the southern part of Bharata? Southern includes Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra. Okay, and how many of you from the northern section? Uttar Pradesh, Gujarat, Punjab, Haryana, Uttarakhand, Delhi, Jammu and Kashmir, Pak occupied Kashmir. Somebody from Pakistan here? We have one from Pakistan? Yes. Wow, I was about to say Pakistan also. Prabhu is not here? Family is not here? How many of you know this book? How many of you have this book at home? The same book, as it is, Bhagavad Gita as it is. All of you? How many of you don't have? Hands up. Who does have? Okay. Where does Bhagavad Gita come from? Which scripture? Krishna spoke it, but which scripture does it come from? Mahabharata. Okay. And where did Mahabharata come from? Who compiled Mahabharata? Yes, Vedas. Written by Srila Vedas. Among and how big is the scripture Mahabharata? 18 chapters. 18 chapters Mahabharata. महाभारत में कितने श्लोक है? सब हिंदी समझते हैं ना? कोई हिंदी वाले नहीं यहाँ पे? तो सदर्न पार्ट ऑफ इंडिया से मराठी वाले तुम्हारे हिंदी आवड़ता है? Anybody from Telugu? Yes. Okay. भारत की है Okay, so Mahabharata has 100,000 verses. 100,000 verses, which is 4 lines. Okay. Dharma kshetre kurukshetre samaveta yuyutsavaha mamaka pandavaschaiva kim akurvati sanjay. So it has 4 verses, 4 lines. It is called as a shloka. A verse is called as a shloka in Sanskritam. And each shloka has 4 lines or 2 lines basically. Dharma kshetre kurukshetre samaveta yuyutsavaha. Like that, if you see, Mahabharata has 200,000 lines. It's one of the largest composed literature ever existing in this planet Earth. Sing that for a while. Compiled by one individual. There is no other literature or scripture in this entire existence of eternity that anybody can compose a literature composing of 200,000 lines. And what? That from the beginning shloka to the end of 200,000 shlokas, the uniformity of the shlokas are maintained and they can all be sung in 2 chandas. Chandas ka matlab samajhte ho? Chandas ka matlab shloka can be sung. Like for example, if you say Karpanya dosho pahatasva bhavaha prachhami tvam dharma sammudha cheta yachreyasya nishchitam bruhi tanme Shishyasteham sadhimam tvam prapannam Dharma kshetre kurukshetre samaveta yuyutsavaha Mamakah pandavaschaiva kimma kurvata sanjaya. You see, there are two tunes I sang now. The whole of 200,000 lines are composed in these 2 tunes, only 2 chandas. What an amazing author and a compilation it is. It is not possible for a human to write it. Therefore, Srila Vyasadeva is none other than the personification of the Supreme Personality of God. He is Sakshat Sriman Narayana. He is called as the literary incarnation of the Lord. He has advented, he has manifested. उन्होंने अवतार इसलिए लिया ताकि ऐसे लिटरेचर्स कंपोज कर सके, लिख सके हमारे लिए. But some may ask, प्रभु जी, व्यासदेव से पहले ये नहीं था क्या? What will you say? We now agreed that Vyasadeva wrote it. उनसे पहले वो तो द्वापर युग में थे ना. हाँ. He was the father of whom? Vyasadeva was the father of who has watched B.R. Chopra's Mahabharata here? Hands up. If you have watched B.R. Chopra's. And who have watched the bodybuilder Mahabharata? सब bodybuilder ऐसे. showing off the bodies. Who has watched that? The bodybuilder Mahabharata is for Kali Yuga Shudras, not for spiritual people, because neither Rama had bodybuilding six pack, neither Krishna had six pack. Krishna's body was so soft that if you touch it becomes red. The strength was not bodily. Even Muhammad Ali was shaking at this age. Before he passed away, his hands were shaking. What happened to the six pack? The strength of the spiritual people is not bahya, it is not sharirik, it is adhyatmik. There are three types of shaktis. One is daihika shakti, mana shakti, mansika shakti, bauddhika shakti, and atma shakti. When we talk of shakti, we talk of atma shakti, not of daihika, manasika, bauddhika. ये सब चले जाने वाले हैं. ये सब चले जाएगा. जब चिता पे आग लगाए ना, मानसिक, बौद्धिक, दैहिक, everything will go. Finished with the fire. Atma Shakti will not die. How do we know that? Krishna says that many times in the second chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. So, today's topic was, I was advised to speak on Srila Prabhupada. How many of you know who is Srila Prabhupada? How many of you heard? Okay, when was the, is there an echo, Prabhu? There is a little echo. I'm hearing my own voice. Maybe I'll keep the mic a little far. Is it okay? Can you all hear me now?
Yes.
This is fair enough. How many of you had heard the Hare Krishna Mahamantra before coming to ISKCON? Where had you heard it? हाँ? Before ISKCON temple. कहीं बाहर टीवी में सुना
सॉन्ग
कौन से सॉन्ग
हरे कृष्ण हरे
दम मारो दम
दम मारो दम हरे कृष्ण हरे राम भूल भुलैया वहाँ पर अच्छा अक्षय कुमार भी गाता है क्या अक्षय कुमार also was liberated then देवानंद का मूवी था वो पहले वाला you know the mantra was introduced by the so-called Bollywood as how? By druggists. ड्रग लेने वाले हैं, कुछ भी चलता है, नशे में चूर है, ये लोग ऐसे लोग हरे कृष्णा चैंट करते हैं. तो आप भी थोड़ा सा भांग पी लो और बोलो हरे कृष्णा हरे राम. That is how the mantra was introduced in the Bharata movie.
गाने में दिखाया ना सिगार पीते हुए
हाँ सब सिगार पी रहे हैं, नशा कर रहे हैं, पता नहीं क्या क्या पी रहे हैं. हाँ? This is how Dev का आनंद, who is Devanand, introduced the mantra. ये हमारा दुर्भाग्य है, because it is a mantra from the Vedas, and a vridha आदमी, a vridha in Manav at the age of 69 years old. See that for a while. 69 years old. How many of you felt a little sad today because it was raining? To get out and walk on the streets? Now, sink in for a while. You're 69 years of age. आप अपने गांव के बाहर गए नहीं कहीं. इंटरनेट का जमाना नहीं था. There was not internet then. I'm talking of 1965. You are not aware of the foreign words, and you are picture in a mind like a गांव का देहाती आदमी, गवार आदमी को. अभी गवार आदमी आएगा तो जमीन पे बैठ जाएगा, नीचे बैठ के पानी पिएगा. I'm like, oh, he's a bit illiterate. Actually, he's the most educated. We are educated illiterates. He's uneducated literate. यही अंतर है बस. If you see your grandparents, they are uneducated literates क्योंकि उनको संस्कार का भाव था, संस्कार की जानकारी थी. And the more we have got educated, so-called education in so-called math, science, blah blah blah, we have become severely illiterate in human sanskaras. I said the study of soul, the study of adhyatma. आध्यात्म चिंतन है ही नहीं आजकल के स्कूल में. कौन पढ़ाता है? I was studying when I was in the school. I don't know if I am 48. When I was in the school, 92 I finished my 10th. I had a subject called moral science. एक सब्जेक्ट रहा करता है. अभी कोई moral science का सब्जेक्ट ही नहीं. उसके ऊपर lobby. There are lobbies into the schools. LGBT, whatever, what not. They fill all sorts of rubbish in the children's mind. You do not know what's going on in the schools. You go and inquire. Please be aware, I'm telling you. So, this educational system has destroyed. But 69-year-old person has left his country, left his family, goes to the foreign land. For why? Why did he go? Permanent resident चाहिए था प्रभु जी, PR, citizenship मिल गया ना US में, आराम से सेटल हो जाएंगे प्रभु जी, बस 2 इन्वेस्टमेंट प्रॉपर्टी बनाएंगे, आराम करेंगे प्रभु जी, साल में एक बार क्वींसलैंड, बस फिजी यहाँ वहाँ घूम लेंगे, न्यूजीलैंड टस्मेनिया भी जाएंगे, फिर कभी कभी बाली भी आ जाएंगे, and life तो बस बिंदास, and वहाँ पे इंडिया में पेरेंट्स बोलेंगे, हाँ मेरे बेटे के पास 2 घर हैं और 4 कार नहीं, 2 कार है, 2 गराज है उनके घर, पता है 2 गाड़ी पार्क करते हैं, मेरी बहू भी काम करती है, शी इज आल्सो अर्निंग 200k, my son also earning 200k. huh? So this we think is the value of today's society, but nobody says आपके बेटा इस्कॉन चल रहा है, उसको 50 के बाद जाने का था ना, इतनी जल्दी क्या है, ये तो लाइफ एंजॉय करता थोड़ा सा, ये सब सुनी हुई बातें हैं, this is all you hear it. I've heard in my own Bhakti Vriksha, his father used to call him and say, इस्कॉन मंदिर जाओ, भगवत गीता क्लास मत जाओ, आपकी अभी बहुत एज है, आपको एंजॉय करने का एज है, आयु अभी तो एंजॉय करो. तो he came and told, Prabhu, I want to watch movies, play cricket and go outside. So Prabhu, my father said not to go to Bhagavad Gita class, so I'm not coming, Prabhu. I said, wow, what an obedient son. साक्षात राम के बाद आपको ही देख रहा हूँ, मतलब बाप की बात इतना मानकर वहां से आप कुछ भी काम नहीं करते बाप से बिना, मतलब जो बाप मतलब you only walk on the line that your father has said, really Prabhuji? Then he said, sometimes I do something else also. Then you do this also. The problem is human society has lost the comprehensive capability to identify and discriminate what is good, what is bad for themselves. And we are becoming dumber and dumber. Actually, everybody, because the programming is happening like this, starting at a very young age. This man called Abhay Charan, Srila Prabhupada, Abhay Charan was his name that his father gave him. He goes because his Guru Maharaj said, this is just introducing. He went and he invested, he just chanted. He didn't know what to do. Imagine you are coming here with 40 rupees in your pocket. You don't have a house, you don't know anyone, you don't have a job. What will you do? All you have is Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. What are you going to do? Police में जाएंगे प्रभु, कोर्स और पुलिस में काम ले लेंगे प्रभु जी. We learn something. We'll start from there, Prabhu. We are very fired up. We can start from there, and we can also, what is that? Air tasker. Air tasker में छोटे छोटे काम करेंगे प्रभु. We'll make our money from that. Prabhupada did not go for that. When he came, there were some Swamijis already established big organizations in US. They were already successful. They said, Swamiji, if you want to live and sustain here, you have to become an American. आप ये धोती वोती थोड़ा सा कभी कभी ब्रांडी भी ले लिया करिए, क्योंकि ठंड में मर जाएंगे आप. आपकी एज में 70 years you will die because there people here only eat meat. And when he was in India, people were telling him, if you go there you will die because you are a vegetarian. They all eat meat. You will only have to survive on aloo. Only aloo you have to eat 3 times a day. And without drinking you can't remain safe. You have to drink only to keep yourself warm. Prabhupada did not change his attire also. Always in sannyasi. Sannyasi dhoti, kurta, and maybe a shawl or a jacket and shoe. And yet, he was not like, no, he was walking like a king, a majestic king of the universe. He said, I have come to America not to take anything. I have come here to give them what is lost in today's civilization. I'm not here to accept them or their civilization. I'm here to give what is superior to them. Why do I have to drink brandy so that I have to keep warm? He said, my protector is Krishna. He will protect me. I'm 69 years old. Huh? Think of it. It's not easy. On top of it, we will actually go in a little bit detail about his challenges. But before that, why should we even speak about him? Am I speaking about Prabhupada because I'm from ISKCON? I'm not from ISKCON. I'm also like you. I go to work. I work in Australia Post as an SAP consultant. I've worked in many countries, and I have a son. I have a wife who's a dentist. But why is Shailendra Prabhu hosting this? Because ISKCON pays him. Why is Nam Sankirtan Prabhu spending his time and effort and his family doing this? Why? Why are some devotees spending this and sharing with all of us? Why do you think we're all doing this? What is the vested interest we have? What do you think?
Awareness.
Awareness, okay, and good, very good.
We are lost in material world.
Wow, fantastic. You came late, but your point is pakka.
They are from Pakistan.
You're from Pakistan. Wow, which place of Pakistan?
Karachi.
Karachi. Wow. I tell about a pastime about Karachi also. Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
I was asking which part of India are you from, and then said which part of POK are you from, and then Pakistan bolne wala tha, and somebody said there are devotees from Pakistan also. Amazing. So what is the vested interest? Why are people of ISKCON always doing some katha? And हम लोग ऐसे भागवत सप्ताह नहीं बिठाएंगे, कोई हारमोनियम बजा रहा है टिंग 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 करके, लल्ला जी बिहारी जी ऐसे जा रहे थे, ऐसे नहीं करते हम लोग. Everybody like you and me will go out there and share whatever we know. We are not pandits. We are not Prakand Pandit. We share whatever we know. Why? I was going like this. When I came here 2010, I used to go in Baltimore Street in Point Cook, just behind the Point Cook shopping mall. That's where I used to go to a Bhakti Vriksha. His Grace Nanda Baba Prabhu's Bhakti Vriksha. I used to go, me, my wife and Ujjasi Prabhu, all of us used to go there. Why do you think? Why are we doing this?
To sustain our culture.
To sustain our culture, good.
To learn.
To learn what?
Like culture.
To learn culture,
Like our
okay.
past culture.
Past culture, why is it significant? Why do we have to learn past culture?
What?
Good. I like your answers, good. I like the participation.
Permanent happiness.
Permanent happiness, okay. This is SSR answer. Permanent happiness.
We are going away from our roots.
Going away from our roots, very nice.
For our soul.
For our souls, very good. Anyone who's quiet on the sofa on the other side? Satsang, good. Satsang के लिए करते हैं हाँ. What is satsang? Sat का संग, सत्य का संग. Yes. Krishna's name is Satyam. Satyavrtam Satyam. Satyam is called Satyam. There's a shloka. In Srimad Bhagavatam. It's called Satyavratam Satya Param Trisatyam Satyasya Yonim Nihitam Cha Satye Satyasya Satyam Rita Satya Netram Satyatmakam Tvam Sharanam Prapanna. Satya means Krishna. Is Sangha Devali. It is another name of Krishna. Satya, truth means Krishna. But आप कहेंगे वो तो माखन चोर है. वो बोलता था माखन मैंने चुराया नहीं. But actually it is Satyam. We will actually discuss that because it's related to this month Damodar Lila. The reason is, who is a Vaishnava? Who is a Vaishnava? Yes, ma'am.
Vaishnav, yes.
Who is a Vaishnava?
Me.
Very good. We have a Vaishnavi here.
No. It's a Vaishnav means we call him because I'm from Gujarat and we always recognize with the Vaishnav.
Okay.
It means we are the Vaishnav here.
Okay. Okay. What do you mean by Prabhu? Mataji thinks she is from Gujarat, so she is Vaishnav, which is good because Krishna comes from Gujarat. Krishna Gujarati se.
So it's from Vanya.
Gujarati.
So it's a Vaishnav Vanya, so that's the caste here.
Okay, that's a caste. But what's the meaning of Vaishnav? The शब्द वैष्णव का कोई अर्थ होना चाहिए ना?
Devotee of Vishnu.
Correct. विष्णु का जब भक्त है उसको वैष्णव बोलते हैं. बस उतना ही. उतना ही.
अच्छा जैसे
शिवजी कौन है? शिवजी कौन है?
वैष्णव भोजनालय जैसे हो गए हैं.
Okay. Correct. That's all. Who surrendered to Vishnu is a Vaishnav. Who is surrendered to Vishnu?
We all.
Everybody is surrendered to Vishnu. Shivji's name is Vaishnavanam Yatha Shambhu. Who is Shivaji's wife? What is her name? हाँ? सती पार्वती. उनको देखने के लिए कहीं जाते हैं नॉर्थ इंडिया में. क्या है वो? वैष्णवी देवी. She is Vaishnavi Devi. She is a devotee of Vishnu. आप जाते हो कृष्ण वैष्णव देवी. वैष्णव देवी क्यों है भाई? क्योंकि वैष्णवी है वो. समझ रहे? Vaishnavi means what? Vaishnav means what? Vaishnava means Paradukha Dukhi. He is a devotee of Vishnu and he sees everybody, not only humans, every living entity and the non-living entity as a property of Krishna. When he sees a jiva, oh, here, that's why we address each other as Prabhu or Mataji. Why? We see Krishna's manifestation in everyone. Krishna is a Paramatma in every one of us. Krishna says, Dvavima Purushav Loke Ksharak Shakshara Evacha. There are two types of people. One is Jiva, one is Paramatma. Dva Suparna Sayuja Sakhaya Samanam Riksham Parishashvajate. Dva Suparna Sayuja Sakhaya. There are two birds sitting on the same branch. One bird is eating the fruit, busy eating the fruit, the other bird is watching. In the same way, this jiva inside our heart, there is a soul, which is us. Hanuman, there is a bird called Hanuman Das. And there is a Paramatma sitting there and watching me. There is a Paramatma who travels with me at all times and circumstances. I am an Amsha of the Lord. Therefore I am a Vaishnava. Vaishnava means, Krishna says, Mamai-vamsho jiva loke jiva bhutas sanatana. Krishna says, you are all my Vamshaj. No other Devata says this. Krishna only says, you are all my Vamshaj. Krishna is telling in the Bhagavad Gita, you are all my Amsha, you are all my Aham Bija Pradah Pita. Krishna is saying, I am your father. I am your father. Krishna says this. Bhagavad Gita mein sab kuch likha hai. So therefore, Vaishnava's nature is Paradukha Dukhi. His feeling is, I want to help others. But help also is at many levels. At the max, what can you do to help someone? Somebody is hungry, you can feed them. Is it not? Somebody is in pain, you can say a few words. For pain, what else can you do? Somebody is pain. Having tummy pain, what can you do? Painkiller, they say. That's all. If the painkiller doesn't work, what do? उसको नींद का गोली दे दो. नींद का गोली दे दो, सो जाएगा. उठेगा फिर दुख रहा है और एक नींद का गोली. Because there is no cure. Sometimes there is no cure. So allopathy will trick you. Pain कम नहीं हुआ है. Pain का आभास नहीं है बस. Is it not? That's what Panadol does. Anybody doctor here? Any doctors here? Okay, then I can speak. They have to be careful. So modern medicine has only tried to control your nervous system to say, don't worry, there is no pain. But actually the pain is there. They don't treat the root cause of the pain. Vaishnava tries to cure the root cause of the pain. Janma mrityu jara vyadhi dukkha doshanu darshanam. This place called Bhuloka, this place is called Mrityu Loka. ये जो शरीर है ना, ये जो देह है, this deha goes through four problems: janma, birth, mrityu, death, jara is old age, and vyadhi is disease. It goes through these four problems. Irrespective of who we are, we will have these four problems. Elon Musk says, I'm very sad, I can't go to Mars in this lifetime. उसको पता है जाने वाला. Because by the time the research ends, he's going to go. But according to Bhagavad Gita, he will be born in Mars next life. Because he's just thinking, I didn't go to Mars, don't worry, he will be born in Mars. Next life. But what type of species, we don't know. Because Krishna says there is life everywhere. There is life everywhere. The science of spirituality is different when compared to modern science. Modern science is very limited in its perception. Modern science is very limited in its perception. You can only perceive with your five senses. What can your five senses perceive? You can't hear ultrasonic or subsonic or audible signals. Our audibility is between what is the audibility? 20 to 20,000 hertz. Anything below that, anything above that, we can't hear. Ultrasonic frequencies you can't hear. So our senses are very limited. If you switch off the light, you can't see, Baba. You can't see in the dark. So why are you so proud of your five senses, Mr. Scientist? Is it not? So therefore, Bhagavad Gita is not talking of anything matter at all. So Vaishnava means who is Paradukha Dukhi. That is why Srila Prabhupada tried to cure the root cause of the problem. What is the root cause of all problems?
Desire.
Huh? Root cause of all problems. What is the root cause of all problems? Desire. Good. Who said that? Thank you, Mataji. Anyone else has a different answer? What is the root cause of any of our problems?
Expectation.
Huh?
Fear.
Fear.
Expectation.
Satisfaction is the cause of our problem?
Because we don't get satisfied.
Ah, okay.
Very-
Dissatisfaction.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Anyone else? Mataji, what was your answer?
Expectation.
Expectation. Desire. Expectation.
Ignorance.
Ignorance. Yes. Competition. Yeah. Competition. My goodness. In today's world, tell me about it. Competition. Greed. Yes. Lobha. Lobha. Yeah. Greed. Desire. The root cause is desire. Actually, according to the scriptures, the root cause of our problems is we want to exist without Krishna. We don't want to have Krishna around us. I want to enjoy without Krishna. That is the root cause of our existence, of our problem in this existence. Janma, mrityu, jara, vyadhi, dukkha, dosha, anudarshanam is because every jiva who is struggling here wants to live a life without Krishna. The moment I want to enjoy without Krishna, it is called Ravana mentality. Ravana, what did Ravana want to do? He wanted Lakshmi, but not Ram. He was rich, he was opulent. Somebody might say, Prabhuji, sir, the Western world is so advanced, so they are flourishing so nicely. They are not spiritual, Prabhu. How come they are so doing very well? But do you really see happiness? It's not happiness, it is just a fleeting happiness. You scratch a little bit, you will see how much problems they have. They can't maintain relationships. They don't have stable relationships. And to forget everything, what do they do on Friday evenings? You all know. You right know what they will be doing. That's all. Uber taxi book करके चले जाएंगे. They will not know what they are doing. They want to forget. They drink alcohol or they do drugs because they want to forget their pain. To understand why do people drink? Why do people get addicted? Because of this. They don't want to know that there is pain. They want to just like you put a sleeping pill for a pain. Their sleeping pill is that. So therefore Vaishnava sees all of this. He's like a doctor. He says, okay, let me fix the root cause of the problem. The root cause is you want to run away from Krishna. You want to run away from your original existence that you are a spirit soul. Let me connect you back to what you are. Be who you are and stay who you are. Or be what you are and continue to stay what you are. Be a spirit soul. Learn who you are. Know who you are and be who you are. That's why Prabhupada went there and introduced Krishna consciousness. When Srila Prabhupada went there initially, he did not know what to do. He only went for 4 months or 5 months. Imagine, getting a visa is so difficult. Somehow or the other, he traveled on a steamship, on a cargo container. He traveled in a large cargo container, not like us in an aeroplane. He waited almost 30-40 years to get out of the country because he was having a family. He had to go and take care of his children. He had 5 children. He had his wife. Then, when he took sannyasa, then he started his preaching activity. Before that, he was preparing. His whole life was a preparation. On one instruction, his Guru Maharaj gave. You know what was that instruction? He said, the Bharatavasis are grossly imitating the West. They are no more interested in spirituality. So therefore, what shall I do, Guru Maharaj? His Guru Maharaj was his divine grace, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. How many of you have heard his name? When Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur used to speak English, even the Britishers used to shy away. His English was that eloquence, and then he was a Sanskrit Pandit also. Acharyas of those age were very highly educated. You think about it, why did everyone come to India, man, at the 12th century? सब लोग यहाँ क्यों आए भारत भूमि? What did they have here to come? You're already illiterate country or a country of snake charmer. Then why did you come, Baba? If you are a snake charmer, why did you come here? Why did you stay here and continue to loot us for 200 years? Why did the Mughals come from the 9th century? They continuously looted us. Massacred. I don't know how many thousands of people they killed. how much gold has been looted. Really, recently in London, there was an auction of some aboriginal face mask. It's a tribal mask that they were putting it on an auction for thousands of pounds, millions of pounds. And then India raised it's accepting to say, you can't just auction it, it's our property, you've stolen it. And immediately the auction was pulled out. So somebody else is still making money out of those stolen properties. Can you believe that? Antique. It's a big market out there. So they came here and stole. That point itself proves that India was very wealthy then. It was wealthy because that wealth was not manufactured out of factories. That wealth was not coming out of materialistic civilization, but it was because of spiritual advancement. It was spiritual wealth. It was bestowed by Mother Nature. It was spiritual. Therefore, wealth has to grow. Wealth का meaning क्या है हिंदी में? धन. कौन सा धन? धन मतलब क्या है? Is it just wealth, money? No, it is everything. Happiness, शुभ लाभ बोलते हैं ना, शुभ और लाभ दोनों चाहिए. लाभ मतलब क्या? Not only money. Your family should be happy. No, one person came and asked, Prabhuji, if I want to make money, will Krishna fulfill my desire? Prabhuji said, of course. If you really sincerely desire it, Krishna will fulfill it. Really? Krishna will fulfill my desire, Prabhu? Of course, Prabhuji. You try करके तो देखो. क्या चाहिए? Prabhu, I want to become the most wealthiest man in the world. Ask na, Krishna will fulfill it. But make sure your desire is very pakka. Prabhu, my desire is very pakka, Prabhuji. I want to become a millionaire. Krishna will fulfill. But your desire should be very single-pointed attention, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu, single-pointed attention. मुझे millionaire बनना ही है, प्रभु जी, और कुछ नहीं चाहिए, millionaire बनना चाहिए. Prabhu said, okay. That means you are ready to become a millionaire at any cost? Yes, Prabhuji. Is it okay if you will not have a family? Why, Prabhu? Hey, you just said you have one desire, millionaire. अभी family का desire ऐड क्यों कर रहे हो? Prabhu, millionaire है तो enjoy किसके साथ करूँगा ना? Family चाहिए ना? अभी 2 desire हो गया ना? Desire एक रखो ना? Krishna will fulfill. नहीं Prabhu, I want family also. Okay, ठीक है. Ask family and wealth, but don't ask for health, okay? Prabhu, health है तो wealth कैसे enjoy करोगे? हाँ, तो फिर तीसरा desire आ गया. You see? So people don't know what they want. Actually, the root cause of the problem is I want to be like Krishna. I want to enjoy without Krishna. सब कुछ चाहिए. Krishna नहीं चाहिए बस. Krishna should not interfere in my enjoyment. Therefore, we complain old age. Nobody wants to get ill. Nobody wants to get sick. Nobody wants to die. Nobody wants to. Actually, they don't know. Nobody wants. So therefore, the root cause of all these problems, Vaishnava says, is your birth. So we will stop your birth only. So that you will never take birth again. No punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi jatareshan. Janani jatareshan. So therefore, never take birth again. Get out of this material world. Get liberated. So therefore, Prabhupada went and started this movement called Hare Krishna movement. He had plans in his mind, but he did not know how to execute it. We are here, assembled here, only because of this personality here. We will continue to speak about him in the coming weeks. I've been requested by Shailin to continue for the next 4 weeks. I will not be able to serve you all next week, but we will continue to discuss how nicely the movement has come about. ISKCON is not just a sanstha which is just growing and like an organization and wants to amass followers. No. You see, many people who come into ISKCON are people who are very highly educated. And those people who are not blind faith, they will ask questions, but also who will sincerely endeavor in their spiritual practice. You know what I mean? Nahi to kaun aayega? Prabhupada, when he went and opened this institution, he said, if you want to become a Hare Krishna, you should not take intoxication. No intoxication, no illicit sex, no gambling, and no meat eating. These are the 4 basic rules to become a ISKCON member. Or Devanand was showing Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, cigarette pira. You see the bigotry? Prabhupada, if you see the starting letter that Prabhupada wrote for ISKCON, all these 4 were nishedh. What to talk of smoking and alcohol or drugs? People who are taking drugs left everything to become a devotee. Prabhupada, I will start and stop here and then we'll continue. Prabhupada had 4 or 5 months visa, right? Nothing was happening. He did not know what to do. My Guru Maharaj has said, Krishna, I'm an old man. I don't know what to do, Krishna. But मैंने पूरा आपके हाथ में समर्पण कर दिया. I am just yours, Krishna. Make me dance the way you want me to dance, Krishna. I don't know what I have to do. You just make me do what you want me to do. This is called complete Sharanagati. This is called Samarpan. Samarpan of Atma Samarpan. This is Atma Samarpan. Not that कृष्णा मेरा प्यार हो जाए थोड़ा सेटल हो जाऊं बाद में भक्ति करूंगा बाद में गुरु महाराज का ऑर्डर फुल फॉलो करूंगा ऐसा नहीं very we actually I'll tell you this is my personal realization we have heard many saints we have heard Tulsi Das we have heard Tukaram ji they're all exalted personalities no doubt about it but trust me we are very fortunate to see a walking ambassador of the spiritual world, Srila Prabhupada, whose videos are there still. You can see him, you can hear him, you can attach yourself to him. He is a very exalted personality. I'm telling you from my personal anubhav. Because what I was before and what I am now, I'm practical example of what Srila Prabhupada can do. How he can transform us. Our lives are transformed. From a Tamo Guni to a Sattva Guni. How beautifully he has done. And very nice transformation. It's not that you're struggling to become a devotee. No, it's blissful. Devotees are blissfully doing it. Devotees blissfully follow Krishna consciousness. So therefore, when he was struggling like this, one day he decided, let me do kirtan. So he used to go to a park and do kirtan. It's called as Tompkinson Square. It is even today. He used to sit next to a tree and do kirtan. That tree is named as Prabhupada tree. If you go to New York, you will still see the tree. That's where ISKCON originated. So Prabhupada used to go there and do hours kirtan. अकेले कोई नहीं है. मैं तो अभी fortunate समझ रहा हूँ क्योंकि I'm in a mic, I'm having audience here. I'm feeling proud. लोग सुन रहे हैं. कभी भक्ति वृक्षा में 2 लोग आते हैं ना, बाकी आते नहीं है, बुरा लगता है. Prabhupada was alone. Can you imagine? 70-year-old man alone, he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't have money. And still, he doesn't care. He doesn't care. All his focus was, Krishna, what do you want to do, my dear Lord? I'm just a sold out servant. Just like a sold out wife of a husband. This you can only but sold out wife of a husband. Like how, Sati Savitri. हस्बैंड पैर में लगे तो सती भी कूद गई because पति परमेश्वर है. That was the tradition that was followed. Sati Sati what she did because Shiva was criticized and she couldn't withstand the criticism of her husband. Therefore that is why it is called Sati Pratha. The love that why because Sati, the Sanskritam also is very beautiful. Sati, Stri, Savitri, all are related words. Ti means 3. One who has tino gun is called Sati, Satri or Stri. And if this tino gun viparit mein hai, then it is called Savitri. Sa, viparit, 3. That is what the meaning of Sati means. So it's beautiful actually. So Prabhupada was just chanting, just doing kirtan. 4-5 hours passed. He was not aware of what's going on. Somebody can do 4 hours kirtan sitting in one place and continuously doing kirtan in symbols of kartals. Very difficult. Only persons who have very high state of consciousness who can connect with Krishna can do it. So Prabhupada was immersed in his kirtan and suddenly there will be buskers near the city. They'll be playing a violin or a guitar. They started seeing an old man playing this, so they said, oh, he's singing something, let us play with him. Now, for a minute, we will stop here after this. For a minute, think about it. You go and sing in the city like this for half an hour. Let's see who will come. Some person is singing. Let me go and do busking with you. They will come. Probably not. Somebody said, can you please go move your stuff to somewhere else? No, but then here people started coming. Everybody seemed to get attracted to this old man sitting here. Every day he comes here and does kirtan. Let us go and play with him. People started coming. And then some people started getting inspiration to dance. Just go and Google YouTube and say, we'll play the video maybe next time. I'll bring those videos. They started dancing. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Prabhupada used to sing like that continuously. Same tune, more tune भी change नहीं होता है. Tune change नहीं होता है तो हमको बोर लगता है. 4 घंटे एक ही tune. Into the, he's not in that worried in that, he's into the mantra. He's उतर गए मंत्र. He's become one with the mantra. And then people started coming. And say, Swamiji. They started calling him Swamiji. And then Prabhupada understood. Krishna has entered the hearts of all these people. Krishna ka magic should hold. He knew. Because he had that faith. Because generally a spiritualist is fearless of material circumstance. He's fearless. उनको भय रहता है ना, इसलिए बहुत इंश्योरेंस लेते हैं हम लोग. कार इंश्योरेंस, दैट इंश्योरेंस, दिस इंश्योरेंस, इनकम प्रोटेक्शन इंश्योरेंस, फिर व्हाट इज दैट, सो मेनी अदर इंश्योरेंस, लाइफ इंश्योरेंस, टीपीडी, टोटल डिसेबिलिटी व्हाटएवर इंश्योरेंस, एंड ट्रॉमा इंश्योरेंस, आई डोंट नो व्हाट ऑल इंश्योरेंस. क्यों? बाय फियर. And the defining trait of a spiritualist is fearless. No one may say, Prabhu, terrorists also are fearless. Is it not? How do you understand that? I'll leave that with the question. What is the difference? Terrorist also is fearful actually. वो बाहर exhibit करता है fearlessness का. What is the opposite of fear? Huh? Neither. What is that? What is the opposite? If I put a stick, fear on one end, what is the other end of that stick?
Right.
Huh?
Bravery. Fearless.
Not necessarily bravery, but there is something more defining trait than bravery, which goes beyond bravery.
Love.
Who said that? Yes, love. A mother, to save her child, can give her life without a thought, not bravely, but with love. So love is the opposite of fear. And Prabhupada had come to give us that. Love. Love of what? Love of God. It is called Krishna Prem. This is the goal of ISKCON. This is the purpose of ISKCON, to give Prem of Krishna. How do we love Krishna? Krishna has done so much. He's sitting inside me making my vocal cords vibrate. He's sitting inside you making your ears work. He's sitting in your eyes making your eyes see. He's sitting in your nostrils making you breathe oxygen. He has given you this oxygen. He has created this world. Krishna says, Aham sarvasya prabhavah mattah sarvam pravartate iti mattva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitaha. Krishna says, Aham sarvasya prabhavah. Krishna says, I am the, everything has come from me. Krishna says. There is nothing beyond me, Krishna says. Mattah parataram na anyat kinchidasti dhananjaya mayi sarvam idam protam sutre maniganaiva. Everything, just like a pearl necklace, you see the beads only in the necklace, but you don't see the thread. That thread, I am Dhananjaya. You don't see me, but I am there everywhere. I am inside you, I am inside this earth, I am inside every atom, and I am outside everything. I am the sustaining force of this existence, Arjuna. I am sustaining you. I am sustaining everything. So please come back to my place. You don't belong here. Just like a beloved father, he is calling us. But no, we want to enjoy life here and take birth after birth, birth after birth, birth after birth. PR after PR, PR after PR. ऑस्ट्रेलिया के बाद यूएस, यूएस के बाद मार्स, मार्स के बाद वीनस, पता नहीं कहाँ हमें भूख दर भटक रहे. Krishna says, you don't have to go. You don't have to go. He says, Tadhamam paramama, na suryo na shashanko, Tadhamam paramama. There is no rain like this. Weather like Melbourne is not there. Very nice weather. Always 23 degrees Celsius. There is no sun also. Everything is existent in a very happy state. What? Is there a world like that? Yes or no? It is there. That is why we don't want to die, isn't it? How do you think every jiva has a desire that he doesn't want to die? Because he knows he's a spirit soul. Spirit soul does not die. But he is forced through that experience because of this body. And I am not this body. Therefore, I have a desire which is incompatible with this body. Make sense? Because the body will anyways die. But हमको लग रहा है मेरे को disease नहीं चाहिए, old age नहीं चाहिए, death नहीं चाहिए. Where is that desire coming from? If you know this body, you're in this body. If we all know subconsciously that we are going to die one day, why do we have this desire that I don't want to die? Why is there a desire I don't want to grow old? बाल color करनी है, full modern दिखना है, full young भी दिखना है. Where is this desire coming from? Why is my desire against my existence? My existence is this body, but this body wrinkles आ रहा है, anti wrinkle cream लगाओ, बाल सफेद हो रहे हैं, color करो, दाढ़ी आ रही है, shaving करो. Why? No, because my desire is incompatible with this body. इस body को fix मत करो. ये body आपका नहीं है, जाने वाला है. Your body is something else. You are the spirit inside. You just have to realize it, and Krishna consciousness will help us to come to that realization. And that is what Prabhupada came to give us, which we will actually discuss in the ensuing weeks. Of how gradually he transformed people's life, and how gradually, even today, you'll see he's continuing to transform people's lives. You won't believe how he's transforming. We have a big, massive devotees. You know where? In the Middle East, in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Muscat, Qatar. वहाँ पे devotees बन रहे हैं. Quietly बन रहे हैं. Quietly बन रहे हैं. One man, potency of one man. He went to Russia 3 days. We will discuss this. He went to Russia 3 days. Today we have Ukraine and Russia. Thousands and tens of thousands of devotees who are ready to die for Srila Prabhupada. 3 दिन में आप कितने लोगों को बना सकते हो? एक बंदे से बात किया प्रभुपाद ने. Only one person. He called him to his hotel room that day, and that was very difficult because KGB was right behind him. You know KGB, right? In those times, KGB was behind him, thinking him to be a detective or something. But Prabhupada just was a simple man. He just spoke, preached to one young boy. That to whom, you know, उसके devotees जाके पकड़ के ले आए, किसी को पकड़ के ले आए. कैसे पकड़ के ले आए? You know how they caught one guy in Russia? Because उसके टी-शर्ट पे शिवजी का लोगो था. So they thought, oh, इसको हिंदुइज्म के बारे में कुछ पता है, इसको पकड़ ले आओ. So उसको पकड़ ले आए, some Swamiji has come and meet him. So, oh, okay, again Russian आया. He didn't understand a word of English, and Prabhupada had to preach to him. Can you believe? Russian बैठा है, आपको English में प्रवचन कर रहे हो, कुछ समझ में नहीं आता. That's all. He just met Prabhupada. Yeah. He said, yeah. He took Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita, finished. That was the seed. And today it's spread like wildfire. Today in ISKCON, the most ardent, powerful devotees are in Russia and Ukraine. You should see that. आप उनका भाव सुनेंगे ना, आप आंखों में पानी आ जाएगा. मायापुर में we met a devotee, Russian devotee. He was sleeping on the outside of the temple. He said, Prabhuji, please don't sleep here. Mosquitoes are too much. I'll give you a room if you want. I said, Prabhu, this body you see, this is a dirty body, Prabhu. This body is from Russia. This is a mlecha body. The mosquitoes here are fortunate because it's born in Bharata Bhumi. So let these pious mosquitoes bite me and suck out all the bad blood of this body so I can become pure, Prabhu. These mosquitoes are actually a mercy on me. Please don't snatch that mercy from me. This was his realization. He was a Russian devotee. और फिर वो भारत का डिवोटी उसका प्यार था. My God, your bhav is very superior. Can you believe this is a Russian devotee talking like this? And when they were printing Bhagavad Gita, they were not allowed to print. You know, they were cutting pages to make this book. And then after a while, he saw paper का pieces नहीं है, कहाँ गए? Then they found out this devotee Bhagavad Gita का जो book बना रहे, they were having their own printing machine. Okay, they can't print outside and distribute, so they were creating copies of it. One book used to come. They used to smuggle one book. We will discuss in detail. And then they used to have a printing machine. They used to print whole night, and they used to cut, bind, and sell. Can you believe it? Now we have a book. We don't even have a book. Please have it. This devotee, the sheets that were cut, you know what he was doing? He used to take them and run inside and eat it. This Prabhu was saying, where did the papers go? He said, Prabhu, sorry Prabhuji, I was eating it. I said, why? He said, why were you eating this? Prabhu, it's the sheets that's coming out of Bhagavad Gita. I can't throw it, Prabhuji. It's coming from the Lord's mouth, so it is purifying. So let me purify myself, Prabhu. I don't want to throw it. Can you believe? One may say he's foolish. No, he's not foolish. He's supremely spiritual. This is called love of Krishna. He can go to any extent to love Krishna. Crazy. मतलब बावला हो गया था. Mad in love. So we'll discuss in detail. We'll stop here. Shailendra Prabhu, sorry about I went 20 minutes over time. I realized that. We'll do Damodar Aarti now. Before we start Damodar Aarti, I'll tell you 3 minutes and then we'll do the Aarti. You all been doing Damodar Aarti? No, this was the first week, right? Today is the first day. How many of you know Kartik Mas ka Pramukhya? We will discuss briefly and then we will sing the bhajan. This is a very special month because usually, हमारे spiritual, if you have to understand it materially, have you heard of Black Friday sale and Boxing Day sale? ऐसे sale लगता है spirituality में. Sale means, if you have to understand it spiritually, it seems that Krishna becomes very merciful during this month of Damodar. Because this is the month when he plays the beautiful pastimes of chastisement from Yashodhana. Problem, we'll talk this in detail, maybe one of you can keep this in mind when I come 2 weeks later. There are many practices. बहुत लोग योगा करते हैं, क्या है, कुछ सुदर्शन क्रिया करते हैं, ये क्रिया, वो क्रिया. What is the point? What do you want to achieve out of it? Sukh और शांति? कहाँ आएगा शांति? This body will teach you one day that you can't be peaceful in this body. Think about it. When you grow old, when you get arthritis, you can't sit, you can't sleep. Your body will teach you. No sukh and shanti will come. Anything that you do in this material world, no matter what yoga it is, what Ashtanga yoga it is, what Kriya yoga it is, it will not give you a solution at all. The only solution is Krishna consciousness. I am not saying because I am from ISKCON. I am only saying it because of personal experience. I have been a yoga student myself for many years. At the max, it can control some blood readings in your body. Apart from that, it is going to fail. This machine is designed to fail eventually. If yoga was supposed to cure all ailments, everybody would have gone and joined yoga studio and they would have been ever happily living ever after. So, kuch nahi hai, hone wala nahi. Even the so the point is, Kartik Mas mein na, the beauty is, if you invest 1 rupee, you will get back 10,000 rupees. So very high investment returns. So what it means is, whatever you are doing, wherever you are there in your spiritual life, try to push yourself a little. Agar aap anybody chanting here at home? Hands up if you are chanting. Anybody chanting? So who are chanting, maybe see if you can. Anybody doing 16 rounds? 16 not yet. So if you are not, try to do a few more rounds. Give some time to Krishna, because that time you give to Krishna, actually you are giving it to yourself. It is your personal investment. Try to sink in that for a while. It's your own investment. How much time are we going to Krishna? How much time can you give to you? When I say yourself, it's yourself, not the body, and you are not the body. So give some time to yourself. Okay. So this month is a very important month. In this month, what we do 2 aartis, one in the morning, one in the evening. It is said, when you do aarti of Damodar, we have a Damodar deity here, beautiful Damodar. We will explain why we do this later in the next week, the week after, or maybe next week if whoever is coming, we can explain Damodar Katha Prabhuji. There is a spiritual significance behind this also. Why? The beauty is, as I was saying, bhakti is a process which doesn't make you God. Bhakti is a process which will enable you to even control God. That's why it is a very simple and yet difficult process. Here you will see Yashoda Mai is a devotee of Krishna, but she has so much capability that she has bound Krishna. That Supreme Lord whom I said, Aham Sarvasya Prabhava, I am the boss of everything, he's been bound and is crying now. So that is the beauty of bhakti. There is a loving relationship between the mother and the Lord. So the Lord, you can go to Krishna in any rasa. You can be his mother, a father, a friend, a lover, a husband. Any relationship you can have with Krishna. This is the beauty of Krishna. Especially Krishna's avatar. Because Krishna, he can reciprocate with us in any rasa we want to. So this rasa here is Damodar rasa, where Dama Udara. Dama means rope, Udara means belt. That is why he is called Damodar. He is named because of this pastime. He was bound, his belly was bound by the rope that Mother Yashoda bound with her love. So at the moment we'll stop here, we will do the Aarti, we will sing Damodar Ashtakam. There is a Satyavrata Muni who is a very great saint, has composed a bhajan. We will sing that and we will do the Aarti. And while you are doing the Aarti, I want you all to meditate on this one particular point. In your heart, just pray to Krishna, Krishna, please always keep me in your service. That's all you have to ask. Krishna, please don't abandon me, engage me in your service. That's all. That's all you have to ask. And then look at the sweet face of Krishna and Yashoda Mai and do the Aarti. And do this for the whole month. Morning 7 a.m., evening 7 p.m. usually happens in the temple, but try to see if you can do it at your homes as well. Put up this regime this month at least. And trust me, you write down how auspiciousness will start trickling into your lives. You will see, observe, become a spectator of your own self, and you will see. So I'll stop here. Any questions or comments for now? We'll start with Damodar Ashtakam. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Krishna Yes.
And Prabhu ji, steps भी किस तरह करते हैं?
Okay, so Mataji is saying each family come at a time and they can do the Aarti. You don't have to stand up. So one family can come ahead and do the Aarti and the second family can be ready by then. So all of you come together and family wise you can do the Aarti. Who's singing? I can see.
We'll try to put it on the TV so that it will be up.
I'm looking at that Krishna is one thing.
TV को चलाऊं? चलाऊं TV? चलाऊं?
ये लैपटॉप पे सेट कर रहे प्रभु.
And the important point that we said, why do we want to become Krishna conscious? Many people said going back to the roots, getting back to the culture, the rich culture, all that also will happen actually. Because the transformation has to happen to us before and then it will happen to us. So we will sing a bhajan. It's a Sanskrit kirtan, so the wordings might be a little difficult initially, but we'll get used to it. Okay, just an explanation of the process for everyone. There is a process of doing Aarti as well, but we don't want to overload you with too much information. So today what we will do, Mataji will give you a drop of water to wash your hands, and then you take the Aarti and do 7 rounds slowly. And while you are doing it, make sure you are observing Krishna and his beautiful face and along with Yashoda mind, and then do your prayers in your mind. Okay? Okay, we'll start. All of you can see the wording on the television. Okay, children, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So shall we sing Hare Krishna? We can stop coloring it while we start singing. There's wording on the TV. Namah Satchit Ananda Rupa Lasa Kundalam Gokule Namah Satchit Ananda Rupa Lasa Kundalam Gokule Yashoda Dhiyo Khala Javama
बाबू आजा हम करते हैं एक बार बुला
Thank you so much. Now we will take turns for the kids to read the translation. May I have some kids volunteers? Whoever says no, they'll get the first turn. If you say no, you'll get the first turn. Translation लगाओ बेटा. Okay, there's only one condition. You need to read it very nicely and loudly. Okay? Who's first? So you can demonstrate how it should be read. Demonstrate how to read it.
To the Supreme Lord, whose form is the embodiment of eternal.
Okay, Hare Krishna. Can I have all the kids to be seated? The gunman also gets seated. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Giri. What is his name? Kiwi. Kiwi. His name is Kiwi.
His real name is Ivan.
Ivan. Okay.
Ivan, but
But you just call him New Zealand fruit.
actually we want to.
That's his nickname.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Kids, Haribol, Hare Krishna. See, now what's your name? Raghav is reading something. I want you to focus.
To the Supreme Lord, whose form is the embodiment of eternal existence, knowledge and bliss, whose sharp-shaped earrings are swinging to and fro, who is beautifully shining in the divine realm of Gokula, who, due to the offense of breaking the pot of gold that his mother was churning into butter and then stealing the butter that was kept hanging from a swing, is quickly running from the wooden grinding mortar in fear of Mother Yashoda, but who has been caught from behind by her, who ran after him with greater speed to that supreme Lord, Sri Damodara, I offer my humble obeisances.
Who's next? Who wants to do it next?
Seeing you, things like
Pass over the mic, please.
Someone started. It's Anand talking.
his eyes, and rubbing his eyes again and again
Start
with
again.
his two little hands. His eyes are filled with tears as a necklace of pearls around
Read it a
his
little
neck,
slowly.
which is marked with 3 lines like a conch shell, is shaking because of his quick breathing due to crying. To this supreme Lord, Sri Damodar, whose belly is bound, not with ropes, but with his mother's pure love, I offer my humble obeisance.
Jai.
By such childhood pastime as this, he is drowning the inhabitants of Gokula in pools of
Ecstasy. Ecstasy. That's okay if it's difficult words.
and is revealing those to the devotees who are absorbed in the knowledge of his supreme majesty and opulence, that he is only conquered by the devotees whose pure love is imbued with intimacy and is free from all the conceptions of awe and reverence. With great love, I again offer my obeisance to Lord Damodara and hundreds of times.
Jai. Who's next?
Zero Lord, your lotus face,
Yeah,
which is
and
encircled by
tell your
locks.
name before you read.
My name is Megan.
Megan, yeah.
Zero Lord, your lotus face, which is Oh Lord, your lotus face, which is encircled by locks of soft black hair, tinged with red, is kissed again and by Mother Yosaka, and your lips are reddish like the bimba fruit. May this beautiful vision of your lotus face be ever manifest in my heart. Thousands and thousands of other benedictions are of no use to me.
Number 6. Yeah. 6. I think it's 6. We're done.
She read 5.
Did we skip 4? She read 4? No, I think
She read 5.
She read oh Lord, both of them have it.
No,
She read
but she ended with no use to me. Yeah, mix them both.
She started 3.
Okay, can you read 4 please? I think we skipped 4.
Number 4. Madhu, sit down.
Okay, all of the kids should sit down please. Yeah, read loudly. Yes. 4.
Oh no, you are able to hear
Little more louder. Little more louder.
benedictions.
ये बच्चों का है ना
I do not pray to you for the gift of impersonal liberation, nor the highest liberation of eternal life in
Vaikuntha.
Vaikuntha, nor any other born which may be obtained by executing the nice procession. Oh Lord, I simply wish that this form of yours as Bala and Para in Vrindavan may be manifest in my heart. For what is the use to me of any other born besides this?
Radha Damodar ki Number 6, please. Who wants to read 6? 6. Yeah, go ahead. Start. Okay, start. Sit down. You want to read?
Oh Lord,
6.
oh Supreme God, as I offer my obeisances unto you. Oh Ananta, O Vishnu, O Master, my Lord, be pleased upon me by showering your glance of mercy upon me. Deliver this poor, ignorant fool who is immersed in worldly sorrows and become visible to my eyes.
Someone wants to read number 7?
You know how to read, right?
Okay, any parent wants to read? I can read. Yes, he wants to read?
Come,
What Lord done enough, just as the two sons of Kuera, Mangarvira, and Nandaka,
Very good.
Very
good.
were delivered from the curse of Narada and made into great devotees by you in your form as a baby tied with a rope to a wooden grinding mortar in the same way. Please give me your own prima bhakti. I only long for this and have no desire for any kind of liberation.
What's his name?
My name is Rayan.
There's a lot of ray of hope. Madhuri, you can help him out. You can repeat when you read. Tell your name, beta. Very good, beta. Right. You can read for him and then he can repeat.
Wait, is there O? Okay. I need the letter O. You have the letter O? I need the letter O. Why? I need the letter O. No. Oh, they're alphabet. I need the letter O. Oh my god.
You only read, you will see you read, so you will learn next time. You're going to do this every Friday.
I humbly bow down to your most beloved Srimati Radharani.